What's happening, everyone? We're doing another teardown today. Today we're doing the BLU G64. Just a heads up, we also have a ton more teardowns and factory data resets lined up that we want to post. If you guys have anything in particular that you want to see sooner, just let us know. We'll try to get that up for you as soon as possible, just so you guys can get that first in line. If you're not following us yet, we'd appreciate a follow. Otherwise, enjoy. If you guys have questions, drop a comment. We'll try to get back to you, and any support, we'd always appreciate it. Just a reminder, when you guys do repair on your phone, for everyone that's new here, you can damage the phone even more, and so be cautious of your skill set. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, then definitely always ask a professional to do it for you. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second here, but let's get right into this teardown on this BLU G64. So when we got this phone in, first thing you would do is pop the SIM tray. So I got the SIM tray already out of the way for you, just in sake of time. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, why won't this phone turn on? And it looks like the power button's pushed all the way in. So I'm guessing there's something wrong with the flex, and we won't know until we open this up and check. But it looks like someone tried to pry this open over here on the side. It's all scratched up. And I know the screen's good because I had the phone on, and the screen looked great. So touch worked and everything, so there's no issues there. But I think they didn't realize that you actually have to take this back off before you could take this midframe off. And that's what I mean, like if you're not sure what your skill set is, and this person tried to open the back and possibly damage this and just wasn't aware of how you're supposed to do it. So that's why I kind of give those warnings ahead of time, because you just don't want somebody to just damage their own stuff until like figuring out how to actually do it. So let's get right into this. First thing we're gonna do after we get the SIM tray out, which is already done, is we're gonna heat up this back and then pry the back and go from there. So let's get right to it. Sorry about that. So now that's nice and warm, grab a pry tool. I like to use this one. Other people use like the plastic ones. There's nothing wrong with that either. You can use whatever fits your mantra better. This is what I like, so I'm doing it the way that I like to do it. So let's kind of get underneath here, gently, especially in these corners, gently go around. If it looks like this back is glass, so you definitely want to watch the corners because you do not want to crack it. I've done that several times. Not on this specific model, but in general overall. You might have to add a little bit more heat here to it in a second, but I want to at least get like the basics lifted up. You also want to be careful when you're dragging down here, because especially on this side, because there's probably a cable going down there that has the fingerprint scanner. Especially that's how BLUs like to do their things. I know that. So let's get under here. I'm gonna lift this up a little bit. Throw this plastic guy over here. Throw a little bit more heat on it. I wanna be a little bit more careful with it. Sorry, you guys can't really see that, can you? Now, should go a little bit smoother for us. This glue is like, I know, strong. Good, watch the corners. Corners is where they tend to break the most. It's definitely okay to go slow on this, and like I said, add a little bit more heat if you need to. It's not a problem. You do not feel like you have to force it and do it on your first go. Kind of need that. All right, sorry about that, guys. Man, this thing is really glued on here. switch sides and add more heat to around the camera lens. I try to speed up the video for when we do the screw removal. That way you guys can have can go at your own pace. If you're getting a little bit faster than me on this, a couple of these portions. Man, that was in there hard. Back this way too. There we go. Get that out of the way for you. And you guys can see what I was talking about here. Get your camera lenses were glued underneath here, so they were keeping the underneath the back cover. But you have this cable here, and if you kind of were digging too far in and going, you would have sliced that. So just be careful of that. But back cover's off. You can see they used a lot of sticky residue on this one. Next thing we want to do is we want to take off all these screws. They kind of blend in, especially underneath some of this sticky residue. But it looks like it was already broken in the first place. So that's probably why it wasn't working. All right, let's get this out. Alright, so I think we got them all. Let's double check. I have a tendency to miss one or two here and there, and we'll be able to tell that as soon as we try to pull this midframe off. But it's a lot of screws for a little blue foam. I mean, like, I'm generally surprised on how many screws this thing had in it. So, in a normal setting, you would take your pry tool. You kind of get underneath here and just give it a gentle little pry as it starts unclipping. And kind of move down until you can start using your hand. Take it off. If you have a portion that's really stuck, go back and double check because you probably have a screw left in there. So we'll see that in a second if we have a screw somewhere in here or not. But I should be able to get this portion off. And that's what this person tried to do, is try taking this off without not realizing that it's all screwed in over here and it wasn't gonna come off. So we got that off, and that should come right off. And looks like they, I don't know what they did to that. That looks destroyed. Oh, okay. Well, we know two things that we have to replace on this phone already when we put it back together is the fingerprint reader and the power volume plex. So this actually, the setup kind of almost looks like the G53, but a little similar, but not exactly. So let's get right down here. I have to pull the loudspeaker off first. That way I can kind of see what we're working with screw-wise. All right, so we got the loudspeaker out of the way. This camera lens out of the way. Sometimes they put a screw, which they did right there. It's hard to see, it actually blends in with the charging port. There should be a screw or two in the motherboard. There's one right there. I don't see another one right off the rip, but I'm sure there might be one under here first somewhere. So let's start unplugging everything. Usually the camera's plugged in with the exception of the front camera. Take that one out. Just makes life a little bit easier. If you rip this is just a heat shield. Don't worry about that. It doesn't really do anything. Well, I mean it does, but at the same time, not in the sake of what we're doing here. Let's get that screw out. I see one right there and one right here, so I want to get those two out real quick. So we got those out. I'm going to start with the charging port. So I get this coax out of the way. Then I'll unplug the ribbon and find a good spot to pry, and it comes out like butter. Look at that. I love when that happens. There we go. There's a charging port. This also does have your microphone, which is right there. You guys see that little square, that silver square? That is your bottom microphone. If you have a bad microphone, then be cautious. And it looks like BLU did some good engineering. A lot of times, some manufacturers would run this cable under this coax, and when you go to, I say coax, this coax under this ribbon cable, and when you go to pull up, you end up ripping this too in the process. So, you know, look at you. Good job, BLU. Engineers at BLU, we're doing something right. I'm actually gonna unplug this one, we'll see just in case of how this motherboard comes out. All of these connectors unplugged. I don't see any other screw, but we'll find out in a minute. So we'll start pulling this out. And if it starts getting stuck, you know, your first check is to see if you move the SIM tray out or not, which obviously it was already out on this one, or if you have a screw somewhere, but this one came out pretty easily. There's your board, there's your SIM reader. Oop, as I'm dropping everything. All right, let's, both our cameras are done here, so we don't have to actually worry about the cameras. So let's get that out of the way. So we have a camera to remove, the battery to remove, and the ear speaker and vibration motor. So let's pop that vibration motor out first. It should be the easier of the things to take out first. Get under here, or maybe not. There we go, comes right out. Okay. And then looking at this battery, this is like a protective heat shield. Trying to see if this has any sort of pull tab. Sorry about that, guys. Actually looks like it's over here on this side, under this anyways. There, you can get this out of the way. Go. And normally you just pull up, it'll come right out, and you can already see how hard that is to pull out. But this is just too much. I don't think I realize how much stickiness it's throwing on this. But we don't need this anymore. There's your battery. It's still fine, so no worries. Let's set this to the side. This is your ribbon cable that goes down to to the screen. So we got these cameras to pull out. Let's pull these out real quick. This camera to pull out real quick. That one just came right out. We have this damaged coax to pull out. So normally I would heat it up to be careful with it so I don't break it, but this is obviously damaged, so we can just kind of go a little bit faster on that portion and just lift this up. We can even pull. There we go, that's out of the way. And then we would just slide underneath here. Push out. See how bad that's damaged right there, dang. All right. And then all we have left is the handy dandy ear speaker. this piece of tape out of the way. Looks like we can just get under here like that, pop it right out. Super easy. Good to go, your speaker. All right. And that is your full teardown on a BLU G64. Relatively easy. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, just drop it in the comments. And like I said, we'll try to get anything else new up for you that you guys want to see. Thanks for watching.